Hello guys, what is up? This is dzieRzZ and welcome to an editing tutorial that I've got for you on my main channel, and today I'm going to be showing you a very basic effect within After Effects, and it is called the ripple effect. So it's really basic and it's really effective. You can use it in transitions, for your cinematics or for your clips as well, so you can use it on anything, and it is really effective and simple. So let me quickly just show you an example of my latest video. This will be a link in the description so you can check it out, the whole thing. So I've used it for a cinematic just there. It's very, like, you can barely see it, but I've just done it so it's quite subtle. So if we quickly watch it again and see if you can see it just in the transition there. It's really basic, but I can just show you how to do it now, and it's very easy to use. So today I'm just going to quickly just use a clip I downloaded. You can use whatever you're using. If you're halfway through on an edit, you can quickly use this effect. If you just go on to, make sure you've dragged your clip in the timeline, and then go on to where it says effects and preset and search in, type in ripple, and then go down to the bottom where it says distort. Just go into the normal ripple and drag it into your clip. When you've done it, it will give you all of these different options and all that. So if you just quickly play through it, so the radius is how many that it's going to spawn. So if you see when I drag it out, it's spawning more. So you only want to have a couple in the middle just to have a better effect. Then you've got the wave speed, how fast the ripple's actually going to go. I think I might keep it as 1. Then you've got the weight, and you've got the wave width, and then the height there. So to have a very good effect, a good ripple, it's better off just to have it quite subtle. So for this bit, I'm actually going to use it when he actually gets a shot. So I'm going to go on the clip before he shoots. If I go forward, that's the clip that he shoots. I'm just going to go in before. Just use your ripple clip. So you're going to start off where, when you turn down the radius, it will get rid of your ripple, because it's got rid of all the ripples itself. So if you just bring the radius up to about, let's just say 30, and when you notice your ripples, if they still don't show, just play with the width and the height until you see a load of ripples up. So the best thing to do is have the ripples quite thick. So make the width about, I'd say 30 to 40, I would say. And then the height, you don't really want it to go out on the screen like that. You want it to be quite low. So I would say about height 46. It depends how subtle you want the actual ripple to be. But because that's all my options that I'm going to have now. So now you've got the width and the height for your ripple. Because it's frame before I shoot, I want to make sure I have the ripple turned down. Okay, and this is a bit where you actually animate. So you want to animate the ripple. So if you go on the arrow next to your clip that you've got in your timeline, just go on the arrow and it will go down to effects, transform and audio. Go into the arrow where it's effects, go on to your ripple that you've just put in, and now it's got all your options that it has here, and it's got it on the above box there, but it's easier to use this to actually animate it. So when it's in your clip and it's there below, you're going to want to make sure that you've got your I've got my 39 and 70 for your width and height. So now you're going to want to actually animate it. So to animate it, you're going to want to use this radius option. So in order to animate it, make sure you're on the clip before you shoot, or wherever you're using, whatever cinematic or anything. Go on the stopwatch sign next to radius, and make sure you go up to the top here and go on to next frame, and that's where he's going to shoot. Now turn your radius up, so as you see now the ripple effect is showing up. There, I'm going to make it quite subtle like that. I'd say about there. So when you've got that, it will put a keyframe there for you, and now you're going to want to drag out for how long you want the ripple to last and when it's going to end. So this is when it's going to, I'll say about there. So when you want it to end, drag the radius down to 0. So it's from 26 to 0. If I go back now, I'm not sure if the ripple lasted too long, but if you see what I mean. And okay, you can see that the ripple actually showed up there if I go through it quite slowly. So when he goes for the shot, you see the ripple effect showing up. And if you think the ripple disappeared too quick or it lasted too long, if you zoom in at the bottom here where my cursor is, just zoom in, you can see all your keyframes that you actually put in. So that's where the shot before that keyframe, just behind the other one. Then in front you have the one where it started. And if you think it lasted too long and it went too short, you can drag it back to make the ripple disappear quicker, or you can drag it forward for the ripple to last longer. So I hope you guys get what I mean, and hopefully this tutorial helped you. And in order to make more, you guys got to give me suggestions, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in another video.